Coucou mes puces, so time for fortnightly-ish favorites. We're a week late, and so that's why the ish is coming. If you will have noticed, I am in a new place, and I will talk about that, but you might not all want to hear about that, so I'm going to do my fortnightly favorites. There aren't a bunch of them. I'm going to do those first, and then I will talk about what all is happening. So yeah, let's just start. So my first favorite has been this foundation that is on my face. It is the Perricone MD No Foundation Serum. I just finished filming a review on this guy. Bottom line is I like it, but I like the No Foundation more. But this has been what I've been reaching for. It's easy because you can apply it with your fingers. It's actually supposed to be applied with your fingers. And so in a little period when I haven't been wearing a huge amount of makeup, this makes it easy. It's really natural and long wearing, and I have been highly enjoying it this week. Or these past couple weeks, I guess. Second thing on my face that I've been loving. I wasn't going to buy anything from the Brooke Shields collection, and then I was shopping for a friend who I'm doing a swap with, and we've been planning a swap forever. But anyways, and so I went to the store, and I'm blaming her for two of the upcoming favorites that are on my face that I'm loving. The Brooke Shields collection was what I wasn't going to shop. I was saving myself for the Rocky Horror collection, but I got a couple things for her and then a couple things for me from the collection. That was a long-winded story. This is the lip gloss in Artful. I have it on today on top of Stone lip liner, which isn't from this collection. But I love how versatile this guy is. It looks like just a very neutral pink, and that's really what it is. Again, because I haven't been wearing a huge amount of crazy makeup recently, this just goes with that sort of natural makeup. It's a sort of almost raspberry toned gloss, sticky but not too sticky, and just has been really lovely, and I've been enjoying it quite a lot. What else do I have to talk to you about? Oh yeah, let's I was telling you about two things from the Brooke Shields collection for myself. So the other is the palette. I think it has a name, which I remember I didn't think was super fitting for what it was. I forget what it's called, but it has some like weird, really long, you know, $10 word type of name, and I was like, I don't know why you would pick that name for this palette. But anyways, so these are the shades right here. I've got a couple of them on my eyes today. Most of these are permanent shades to MAC, but what's cool when they do these is that you save a decent amount of money by buying it in this palette. So Expensive Pink, which is this one, has been really beautiful. I love this guy, which I think is soft brown. Nope, Clove. I've been loving in my crease. And then there's these cranberry and purple shades. I've really been enjoying them. I love how compact it is. It's one of the only palettes, honestly, that I can just reach for on its own and create really different looks with it. Usually, because I'm me, I have to reach for a couple different palettes before I can find like a completed eye look. And so I've been really loving how compact and easy this guy is to work with, and how on par with MAC quality eyeshadows everything I've played with in the palette is so far. A couple more things. This MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW25. I have been breaking out because I have been stressed because of the move. And so this guy is just really lovely to add any additional coverage I need to all those blemishes and redness that's been happening. And so I've been reaching for that. I've had it in my collection for a while, but I forgot about it, and I've been reaching for it again. Two more products also on my face today. I finally got the Kat Von D blush in Wish. Sam from Battleash Beauty, channel will be down below, and Jaclyn Hill rave about this guy, and they'd stopped carrying this shade at my local Sephora. So like I said, it is what's on my cheeks today, but it's, I think if you're not very fair, this is not going to show up on you. It's quite a fair blush, sort of like a peachy tone blush. I really enjoy it, and I definitely, again, I've been going, I know today the eyes are a little more dramatic, but we were sitting to film, and so I needed something a little more dramatic. What was I going to say? But on those days when I'm wearing sort of a very neutral lip and a very medium sheer foundation, this has been a lovely blush to reach for, and I highly recommend it as well. And then the final thing, which is a little bit more dramatic and not on days when I'm going for a natural look. So I haven't probably pulled it out as often as the other two in the past couple weeks, but I still have pulled it out a couple times, and it is it's what's on my face today as a bronzer and a highlight. And it has been bringing me a lot of joy. So it's this Illamasqua Bronzing Duo in Glint and Solar. And so I have, I think this is Glint as a highlight and then Solar as a bronzer. And this is probably quite dark for a highlighter, but I've really been enjoying using it that way. And so there are the swatches on my fingers. And there are the swatches on my hand. Very beautiful, very pigmented, easy to blend. Probably not for the faint of heart. These are quite intense. And so the first time I used them, I had like a full-on drag queen would be proud type of contour going on. And I had to go to an event with a bunch of people that didn't know me. And I was like, well, this is their first impression of me. That's just what's going to happen right now. But like I said, I have a little bit more sheerly put on today, and I have really been enjoying it. So those are sort of the things that I've been enjoying the past 3-ish weeks. I will hopefully still put up an October favorites next week, so look out for that. But as always, let's share with me what you guys have been loving. I love you, my little enablers, so thank you. And now let's talk about all this. So if you can tell, I'm a little bit nervous because I have been nervous for a while. I told you this even when I was filming back home. Initially, that there was stuff going on that I would share with you when I could and all that kind of good stuff. And so there were some nerves associated with that big move. Now there are nerves in terms of I have spent the past like week, 10 days figuring out how to make this announcement. So I am no longer in Canada. I am in the United Kingdom. Yeah. So my camera very rudely cut me off. But I think what I was saying was that I was struggling and a little bit stressed out about how I wanted and what I wanted to share with everyone. So, like I said, I am in the UK and I am here for my graduate studies. It's a corporate-y type thingamabobber that I'm studying. I know, very technical, very proficient. It's been exhausting first little period back in school, and so I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be here and to be goofy and to not always make proper sense in English. That's the outlet I definitely need now more than ever. And so what I was going to say is that that's probably all I'll talk about school-wise. Like, it was a rough week. It was a long week. I read something interesting. But I appreciate that you guys are in respect that that is not necessarily what I want to bring here. So it's not going to be a forum to talk about grad school, but we're talking about makeup and beauty and all things happiness in that realm. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah, there are details that I'm going to want to share and express, you know, joy and share with you guys, and there's stuff that I'm going to keep sort of closer to my heart, just in terms of it's a new city, sort of safety things, and there's just stuff that, you know, is private, and I really appreciate that you guys have been so respectful of that in the past, and I'm thanking you again going forward about you guys respecting the things that I sort of choose to share and not share with you, if that makes sense. But yeah, it is an exciting time, it is a stressful time, it's a new time. I'm on a different schedule now, so I guess what I didn't necessarily want to say now in this form, in this video, is that if I don't get to post as often, if I miss a day, if I miss a couple days, if I'm not as active watching your sweet videos or responding to your comments, it's not because I don't like you or I'm ignoring you, it's just my schedule is not as predictable as it used to be now. And you probably have noticed that over the last little while that I'm not as on top of all that as I was. But I'm getting back on track. I'm getting myself back in a schedule. But just a note that I do try to upload. I think this is what I sort of realized too, is that I upload every day because it's almost like a daily affirmation for me. So it's fun to get to talk about a new product or a new this or a new tip or something. But the 3 points of positivity is something I do every day. So the fact that I can sit down and do that with you guys every day, it's a practice that I need, and something that gives me a sense of normalcy, of happiness, of, you know, it's a positive habit that I have. And so I do strive to upload because it's I love what it does, you know, on a whole. And so I'm gonna try as much as possible to stay committed to that, but I just wanted to get it out there that there will probably be times when I can't live up to that commitment. So, you know, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna get through this together. And yeah, I want to thank you guys for all the love and support, and I'm gonna need it now more than ever, and so I thank you in advance for all of that. It's been an interesting period of very high moments and very low moments, some really exciting stuff and some really hard stuff, and I was definitely most surprised by how homesick I was. So I've been so grateful for both all the videos of yours that I get to watch, as well as all your comments, and now finally getting to sit down and talk to you guys. It's giving me a sense of normalcy again, a sense of routine and home that I've really been missing, and so I'm more than ever grateful to this whole platform and this whole community, and making me feel like there's a piece of home with me no matter where I go. Okay, before I get too sappy, I'm going to do 3 points of positivity and then I'll be done. I'm going to do 3 highlights, I think, of stuff that, since coming here, have been really exciting. And they all sort of happened within the same couple days, so it was pretty cool. If any of you follow me on Twitter, you may or may not have already figured out these things. But the first point was I got to go to the Illamasqua Distinction and Makeup Artistry Awards live final. So they put on this show. I'll try to link the Facebook page down below where they showed all the final work, but I got to go to that and it was phenomenal. It just re-inspired me, gave me a lot of creativity and ideas, and it was amazing. The second was an event a couple days later that Alex Box put on. It was what did she call it? Like an open sketchbook. It was very, very moving. At the end of it, I actually got to meet Alex Box and hug her and take a picture with her. It was sort of crazy. Yeah, that was definitely the second highlight and thing I've been super grateful for. And then the third was we were at the mall and ran into Caroline Hirons, and it was just one of those moments where if my sister hadn't been with me and like pulling me to like go talk to her, take a picture with her, I would have just stood there really awkwardly staring. So it was definitely, I think, a way for the city to welcome me in and to tell me that it was going to be okay, and it's a good start to this whirlwind year. But yeah, those are definitely the 3 highlights so far. Please let me know what has been making you smile and bringing you joy recently. I'm gonna stop before I get too emotional, but I really want to thank you in advance for all your love and your support and for being here and allowing me this lovely and beautiful platform. I want to send you guys tons and tons of love, and as always, I can never leave you without reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys!